Welcome back to Trey's Auto. Here's a look at 2025 Lincoln Aviator Reserve 2 in the beautiful red carpet metallic paint. Before we get into today's video, please do me the huge favor of subscribing to the channel. Starting at the front of the 2025 Lincoln Aviator, first thing you'll notice is the larger distinguished grille. It's a little longer and wider and has the Lincoln logo in the center. It is chrome with some black trim, and you have LED headlights. I have to say it gives it a very nice look and a needed change that updates it a little bit. Down low you'll notice ventilation ports to keep the brakes cool, the engine cool. The wheel of the 2025 Lincoln Aviator is a 22-inch paint aluminum wheel with black trim. Tire size is 275 by 40. Starting at the side of the Aviator, you have the Aviator logo stamped on the side. You'll notice black painted mirrors, painted door handles, a chrome trim that goes all the way down the side of the Aviator. At the back of the Lincoln Aviator, you have the Lincoln logo down the center of the top of the liftgate. You have dual exhaust. There is a cover on the rear bumper that gives you access to the trailer towing package, and it stays hidden like that. You'll notice a light bar that goes down the center of the top of the deck lid, and LED tail lights. To pop the hood on the Aviator, you pull this twice. You'll notice no handle. You just pull it up, and you do have hood struts. The standard engine of the Lincoln Aviator is a 3.0 liter V6 engine. It is twin turbo, and it is among the most powerful standard engine in the midsize luxury segment. You're looking at 400 horsepower at 5,500 RPM. Torque is 415 at 3,000 RPM. Towing capacity is 5,000 pounds, and it is available in front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive. The model we're looking at today is an all-wheel drive model. The Lincoln Aviator has a length of 199.3 inches, a width of 82.3 inches, and a height of 69.6 inches. It is available in many different configurations. The base model is a Premier starting at $58,930. Reserve 1 starts at $58,930. You can get a Reserve 2, and you can get a Lincoln Black Label starting at $87,245. The Reserve 2 that we're looking at here today has a MSRP of $79,450. Just to the right of the license plate, you'll notice a button. You hit it, and the liftgate will open. There's a storage bin for cargo underneath the rear deck lid. Notice 3 rows in the Lincoln Aviator. It is equipped with 77.7 cubic feet of cargo space behind their first row seating, 41.8 cubic feet behind the second row, and 18.3 cubic feet behind the third row. Rear seats do fold down. They are power folding. You hit the button for the third row right, and it goes down as such. Third row left. And it goes completely flat, which is really good to see and really opens up that cargo capacity. You can also raise and lower them with one button in the center there. Notice hooks on each side, and you have a 12-volt outlet in the rear of the Lincoln Aviator. Here's a button to close the liftgate. Let's transition to the second row of the Lincoln Aviator. Opening the door. We notice at the top we have some privacy shades, which is nice. Soft touch material. This is the light gray interior, which is really pretty. We have our locks and unlocks and our window controls. Here's a nice shot of the leather seats. To get in the third row, there's a button here. Press it, and it automatically slides it forward for us for easy access. Here I am sitting in the third row. Surprisingly, I do fit. I would say I'm slightly cramped, but nothing too terrible. I could go a short distance riding in the third row, even being 6'5". You do have a USB-C port and a cup holder. On the right side of the third row, you do have a slightly bigger cup holder, but no USB-C port on this side. Now sitting in the second row of the Lincoln Aviator, I have plenty of leg room. I have 39 inches of leg room to be exact. You'll go down to a nice center console that closes. Plenty of room for storage. And we have a USB-C outlet down there. We have controls for the panoramic moonroof, which is really cool. If I hit the button, I don't have to worry about asking permission from the driver. I can take control myself. You'll notice too in the center, on the back of the center console, we have controls for the audio, the climate, the air quality, heated and cooling seats in the second row, which is really nice. And different settings. You'll also notice very deep rear seat pockets on driver and passenger, and plenty of lighting to use if necessary. To exit the second row, we don't have any knobs to pull. We just hit the button and it releases. On the driver's door, you'll notice soft touch material, our memory seats, and our seat controls themselves for driver. And the passenger door has the same. And here's our controls for our windows and our locks. The Lincoln logo proudly stamped on the door jamb. We have our controls for our lights and then our automatic lift gate down here on the left lower beside the steering wheel. Sitting behind the wheel of the Lincoln Aviator, you'll notice some subtle but nice changes. Starting at the steering wheel, you'll notice no changes. The Lincoln logo in the center. On the left, you have the volume buttons up and down and left and right to seek over. The cruise control button is right here to press that, and then you get the different selector indicators for zoom, set, and on the right, the adaptive cruise control. To make these selections, you have to go on the back side of the steering wheel like so. To turn on the lane keep and turn it off, you hit the button on the left side on the end of the stack. Pressing it once to turn it off, and one more time to turn it on. You're looking at a really nice updated digital display. On the touchscreen itself, we're looking at a brand new 13.2-inch Sync 4 system. It has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and it has a Google operating system for maps. It's really a quick operating system to toggle around on. You have different ambient lighting, auto hold, the seats. Let's click on there, and we have massaging seats, which is really nice to see. Clicking right here on these dots gets us all the different apps that's available with the Sync 4 system. One thing you will notice is there is no more buttons for our heated and cooling seats and our dual zone climate control. All this is on the bottom of the 13.2-inch Sync 4 system. We have a couple of different ways to change the temperature. We can go left, right, and left here, or we can simply swipe up, which is very responsive. This goes for both sides. The reverse camera is really great quality with very nice resolution and a 360 camera on the right there. Also has trajectory lines as we turned left and right. You'll notice down here we also do not have any more buttons for our radio controls. We do have a volume knob, and we have the parallel park assist and a front facing camera, the auto hold and settings, and then our max defroster. I like how Lincoln's proudly stamped all around this 2025 Lincoln Aviator. Here's a nice shot of our transmission shifting indicators. The chrome trim on the air vents is a really nice touch. It really gives you some nice elegant feel in here. Also have a nice light wood grain trim. On the center console, you'll notice there's our different drive modes. We can go left and right. We can toggle that over for excite, excuse me, normal, slippery, and deep conditions. Nice size cup holders. We have our parking brake there, and we have a wireless charging pad. Nice soft touch center console, opening it up to very great amount of deep storage. 2 USB-C ports, an auxiliary port, and a little storage tray. Let's take a drive in the 2025 Lincoln Aviator. I do want to go ahead and clarify that I do have the massaging seats on, which is a really nice feature. Very light steering. I can tell right off the bat that the handling characteristics are that not of a midsize SUV. It doesn't drive as big as it is, which is nice and gives you that comfortability behind the wheel. Instant power with that 400 horsepower. Very, very smooth and nice ride quality. I also really enjoy the ride height. It's not really high but not really low, kind of in a good middle ground there. And I have to say, this is one of the most comfortable SUVs I have driven. I do say I've always liked the Lincoln products, and this one does not disappoint. The size compared to this nice luxury feel just really mates well together and takes corners really nicely. Very light turning. I mean, this honestly could be the perfect luxury midsize SUV for a family. And I know for, you know, $79,000 you can go to a full-size SUV, but you're just not going to get that luxury-esque feel. Then it bears the question, do you go midsize for the same price and get that luxury SUV that you've been wanting, or do you go full-size and get more of a traditional daily driver? As a whole, this 2025 Lincoln Aviator Reserve 2 is really giving you a lot for the money. It is a great ride. It has all the bells and whistles. You even have heated and cooling seats in the second row, which is sometimes hard to find. And honestly, the third row is really surprising on the legroom and the size that is. The subtle but nice tweaks that Lincoln did to the Lincoln Aviator really did help, in my opinion. The 13.2 touchscreen really does add a lot to the interior, and then the front grille gave it some nice characteristics on the outside as far as looks go. If you're in the market for a midsize luxury SUV, don't forget to check out the Lincoln Aviator. It really will not disappoint you.